Get ready for truth and transparency from an ocean of liberal tears. Welcome to the Blue Shark Show with your host, Mike Lang.
Coming to a small town near you, first we had Dallas and all the stuff that went on with the drag queens in Dallas and the age inappropriateness of the dollar bills with the kids at the bar and everything. And now we have word that HBO Max, and there's a show called We Are Here. They're in season 2 or 3. I don't know which one. But it's a show about drag queens, and they tend to go to small towns, and they do television productions there. And it's not just a show about drag queens, but it's in your face, in small conservative towns. And it's kind of like, HBO's saying, the heck with you conservative towns. We're bringing this to you in your face.
Yeah, and as a resident of one of these small towns, I don't want that stuff here. If I wanted that stuff here, I'd go to San Francisco, I'd go to New York, I'd go to Austin, Texas, somewhere like that. But these cities that they're targeting, this stuff's not wanted. But they're doing it just to show everybody that they can, because it's almost like, haha, we're going to do whatever we want. And there's nothing you can do to stop us. Or is there?
Is there? We'll see. They have to fill out an application through the city. The city manager actually has the application, we're told now, and Visit Granbury is involved. And Visit Granbury is also taxpayer funded, just like the city is. And so this is tax dollars we're talking about. I don't know if there's going to be any tax breaks. I don't know what comes with that. So we'll just have to kind of wait and see as this goes along. But from what we're being told, this looks like it's going to come to Granbury, and there may be even some private companies here in Granbury willing to bring, this drag queen show in.
And that's, to me, it sounds like business suicide in the city of Granbury to be a privately owned business to sign on something with the chamber saying, yeah, I'm cool with some drag queens marching in the 4th of July parade. And I get it. Like, we all have the First Amendment, and, whatever people do behind their closed doors, that's their business, I believe, for the most part. But when you're putting it in kids' faces and trying to normalize it, and especially around a patriotic day like Independence Day, I don't have any tolerance.
Please like and smash that like and subscribe button for YouTube and Rumble and the Mike Lang Show. The dates we're looking at are the end of June, the beginning of July, from what we're told. And will that mean the 4th of July parade? I don't know. I don't know if they've got a permit or acceptance from the Granbury Chamber to be in the parade. But there has been a lot of news coverage on drag queens in parades. And we even have a clip of a lady that...
Is it a lady or a man?
Well, it looks like a lady's in the crowd, and her little boy is trying to watch, not trying to watch the parade going by. And the mother tries to turn him around so he watches all these men grinding and going through the parade. And it's just not family friendly.
That's child abuse.
Yes. But here's what we're running into is like the Dallas deal saying, hey, this is a family-friendly event. HBO is trying to make it family-friendly. This is not family-friendly. If you want to be inclusive and do your things and you're of age, you go do what you're going to do. But when you're talking about kids involved, you're talking about parades and making your kids watch this stuff and a 4th of July parade. And we also have a clip from Evansville, Indiana, when HBO did their season 2 of We Are Here. So here you have a small town in Indiana, and they're there for the 4th of July, or right before the 4th of July. And, here we go. It's that in-your-face kind of, we're here, just like the title. We are here, and they're going to mess with the small town conservatives, and HBO's in the forefront pushing it with them.
So watching some of those clips, I can't help but feel a little infuriated that they're trying to co-opt one of the last remaining symbols of sanity in the United States, the American flag. They're wrapping themselves up in red, white, and blue and saying, oh, we're so patriotic too, we're so patriotic. Listen, the Founding Fathers did not have anything to do with transsexuals or anything of the sort. They didn't have to do with child grooming. Yeah, they weren't perfect, right? But I think that they're probably rolling over in their graves when they see this, because whenever you have a society start to hyper-focus on gender and other things, it marks the end of that civilization. And this has been proven many times throughout history. So that wrapping themselves in the flag, that's what I guess you could say I'm feeling a little triggered.
Ooh, yeah, you're triggered. You're being divisive.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it doesn't stop there. They have small town to small town to small town, and they also went to Utah, small town St. George, and they tried to do the same thing and tried to get a permit through the city, and their city council opposed filming the filming permits.
Good.
But they went on with it anyway. So I don't know if it went through private funding, private companies, private individuals, but at least their tax dollars weren't spent bringing them in, putting them in hotel rooms, giving them rates at discounted prices through the taxpayers. So, if this does pass, this permitting process for the city of Granbury, that's another story. But if it's private individuals, they do their own thing. I just don't want to see what's been going on throughout the whole country on this grooming of kids.
They're trying to normalize all this stuff. And, these small towns, they're targeting small towns like Granbury and other places because they feel like they can. It's almost like a form of bullying. As much as the left talks about how much they're against bullying, it's like, we don't want that stuff here. But they want to literally shove it down our throats. And I have to ask myself if the people of Granbury and if our elected officials are going to stand and allow this to happen, because especially that 4th of July parade, you've got kids there in the audience.
When we talk about the parade, I don't know if they've got a spot through the Granbury Chamber or not. They're going to be here during that, looks like that time frame maybe. But if they're trying to do what they've done in other small towns, there was a parade and a drag queen was standing on an eggplant emoji with dancers, bulging genitals, it says, and they were yelling, "We have genitals and lube," to little children in the crowd. So to me, that is not family friendly.
That sounds like a felony.
It does. And here we have this trying to be normalized. HBO has a total show. Now you can buy HBO or not. That's up to you. Go watch whatever you want. But when it comes to parades or events, and you're having little kids stick dollar bills in thongs and outfits, heterosexuals wouldn't even put up with that, let alone drag queens.
And it's going to be up to the people here in Granbury and Hood County to get in touch with their city manager specifically. The city manager and the city staff run the day-to-day operations of all this stuff. They issue the permits. They are basically in charge of a whole heck of a lot. And I don't necessarily agree with that system, but that's a topic for another day. We need to be in touch with our city manager, assistant city manager, the new deputy city manager we have. There's a whole bureaucracy there that we can get in touch with and try to put a stop to this. And if it falls on deaf ears, or if the chamber takes it up, or the Granbury Merchants Association takes it up, or whatever, it'll be up to the people to form some level of resistance. Because they can put whatever they want in a float or have a demonstration, but the people, the normal God-fearing patriotic American people that live here, can do a counter protest too.
Please like and smash that like and subscribe button for YouTube and Rumble and the Mike Lang Show. And here's where we stand at this point, and it's Monday afternoon. Contact City Manager Chris Kaufman. Contact Visit Granbury to see where this is at. And if this is a taxpayer-funded event, we really should have problems with this. If it's a private company or individuals coming in that are going to take care of that, that is a whole nother story. And then is it going to be age-appropriate event? who's going to be at the event, what's going to occur. Is it going to be on city property? Is it going to be on county property? So there's a lot of things that we need to look into, but contact your city officials, contact your council people, and even contact your county people, elected officials, to see if they're any part involved in this. Because, we've got drag queen, reading times in schools, not necessarily here in Granbury, but we're having all these things occur in Granbury, in Dallas, everywhere, with books in the school libraries, and we're just being inundated with it. If you don't think that this is being forced upon the good people of Granbury and all the other small towns to get you to get into their program or get out, then you're wrong. This is totally in your face to make you say you accept this, that you have to accept this kind of thing. Don't. This is where we stand. We failed to stand for gay marriage in 2015 as a county. We failed to stand for the books in 2015 in the schools, in the libraries. And it looks like after 8 months, we're failing to stand for the books now in the school libraries. Thank goodness we have citizens stepping up to push that. But please, it's time we turn this around and the good citizens of Granbury step up and say, take it somewhere else. This is not age appropriate, and for sure, this shouldn't be tax dollars spent on any of this. Shark Show out.